Hi, I'm David, and I'm married to a scrapbooker. We all like to reminisce, to take a stroll down memory lane with its shop windows full of familiar and heartwarming things. And it's even more fun and fulfilling when we do this with our friends and our family members. Even kids love to do this, and from a fairly early age too. In fact, in our house, it's usually our kids who are the ones that initiate these nostalgia sessions. It's usually when we're around the dinner table or playing a board game, and one of the kids will start the conversation by saying, "Remember that one time?" And then off they go, laughing and giggling as they recount their favorite memories with an astonishing attention to detail. After a while, the conversation will usually swing back around to me. "Hey, Dad, remember that one time when Uncle Jim was pulling the sled behind his four-wheeler? And Ollie was our pet Labrador back in the day. He kept jumping all over you and licking your face. Oh, and I'm pretty sure I just sunk your battleship." No, I don't remember that. And yes, you did just sink my battleship." Then another kid jumps in. "Oh, and remember the one time when I beat you at racing when we did the Olympics in the backyard?" This comment is usually followed by a chorus of, "Oh, yeah." And then one of my youngest kids laughs and says, "You were so slow, Dad." I can feel my sense of stubbornness kicking in at this point. That never happened. Seriously, when did that happen? When we lived in the Enoch house in Utah. You mean 5 years ago? How would you even remember that? Then my 8-year-old smiles at me and says, "I guess you're getting old, Dad." Now I'm willing to admit that after the third or fourth time that this happened, my 8-year-old's words started to get to me, which I'm sure was all part of her devious plan. Maybe I am getting old. Maybe my memory is going the way of the dinosaurs, along with my knees and my fashion sense. Honestly, I can't even make it through the day without taking a power nap anymore. Maybe the little heathen is right. So I did what anyone would do. I bumped up my quarterly trip over to WebMD and diagnosed myself with the 12 or 13 things that I'd probably contracted in my old age and would almost certainly put me in an early grave. As I was browsing, I ran into an article that cited a research study that was done last year that states that normal memory loss, not Alzheimer's or anything like that, but normal memory loss ramps up between the ages of 30 and 60. And I hit that bracket like 6 years ago. That was it. It was official. I was, what was I just saying? Oh yeah, that had to be it. It was the onset of natural memory loss that explained why my kids remembered things that had happened to me better than I did. Well, a little while later, I was flipping through one of my wife's many scrapbooks, and I stumbled across a picture of myself in a sled, being slobbered on by my dog. I flipped a few more pages, and lo and behold, there I was again, losing foot races to my kids in the spontaneous Memorial Day Olympics that we'd held in our backyard in Enoch, Utah. I spent the next several hours looking through these visual family histories that my wife had put together, and I ran into some memories that I'd completely forgotten about. Like the time that me and my wife, with some friends and family, had camped outside of the new Costa Vida in the middle of November so that we could get a year's worth of free food. It was fun. It was so much fun. And the crazy thing was that as I looked at the pictures on that layout, I remembered details about that experience that hadn't been captured by the camera. It was like the layout had burst wide open some floodgate in my mind, allowing me a sudden and a very satisfying recall of my past. Now I knew that my kids spent several hours a month going back through these old albums. I just hadn't put two and two together yet. These scrapbooking pages were the magic behind their impressive memory skills. It was the thing that was keeping those old memories alive and fresh in their minds so many years later. Since then, I've committed to spending more of my own time looking through the family albums with my kids when I can. And through the magic of scrapbooking, our trips down memory lane are more satisfying than ever. Occasional memory loss is normal, right? If you've experienced these moments of forgetfulness in your life, please share in the comment section below. It'll make me feel much better about myself. Thanks for watching this episode of Married to a Scrapbooker, and stay tuned next month when I'll share with you more of the scrapbooking shenanigans that happen at my house. Thanks for watching.